Xfinity TV has, it has room to improve, shall we say, in areas like customer service, hidden fees, DVR capacity, but Xfinity also has a no contract option and a fantastic on-demand selection in its win column. But is that enough to make it worth your money? Well, let's dive in. Xfinity's X1 cable TV comes in 3 different packages: Starter, Preferred, and Premier, checking in at $50, $60, and $105 respectively. But those prices, by the way, might be different depending on which part of the country you live in. Now, I won't go over every channel available in each package because I want you to keep watching this video. So here's the simplified version. The Starter package is basic, yes, but it's good. You'll get all of the most popular channels right there in their cheapest offering. The Preferred package adds about 80 channels for an extra $10 a month, and a number of those are niche sports channels like MLB Network, NFL Network, NBA TV, some of the regional college sports networks. So if sports is your thing, the Preferred package is actually a decent deal for all that stuff. Now, the biggest price jump is going to be up to the Premier package, which is another $45 a month. The difference here is simple: premium channels, HBO, Showtime, Stars, and more than a dozen other premium movie channels. Getting all of these on their own would cost you a lot more than $45 a month, so if you're a movie junkie and you know you'd take advantage of all that premium content, then the Premier package might be worth it to you. So that's the basics of the available packages and what they cost. But your next question might be, what do they really cost? And that's a good question. The prices I've already mentioned are the promotional pricing for the first year you're with Xfinity if you sign up for a 1-year contract. After that first year is over, your price will go up, but that new price will vary by location. So I can't say exactly what it will be for you. You'll have to go get those numbers straight from Xfinity, unfortunately. There is a no contract option, by the way, which is fantastic. Pretty simple here. You just add about $10 to the price of whatever package you're looking at, and there's your no contract price. Now, we're not quite done with pricing though, because I have to mention Xfinity's additional fees, which are not great. $10 for HD, $10 for DVR, and if you want additional receivers around the house, each one of those will run you another $6 to $10. Then you've got regional sports fees and broadcast fees, whatever those are, and taxes, of course. Point is, yeah, those things add up pretty fast. So while the promotional prices are okay, what you see advertised is not exactly what you're going to get, certainly not in the long term. Now, channels are one thing, but what about the experience of actually using Xfinity? Well, let's talk about the DVR situation. Xfinity offers 2 DVRs, the HD DVR and the X1 DVR. The HD has a 60-hour capacity, which compared to the 200 you get from DIRECTV or the 500 from Dish's Hopper, starts to make Xfinity look pretty unimpressive. The X1 DVR system comes with some nice features like voice command on the remote, and it can record 6 shows at once. But a big caveat here is that X1 is only available when you get TV in a bundle. So if you're looking at standalone TV service from Xfinity, you are out of luck with the X1. One place though that Xfinity really shines is in its on-demand content. Xfinity OnDemand has thousands of titles that you can watch anytime and even download and watch on the go. Xfinity Stream, which is a separate thing that I won't really get into here, will get you even more movies and shows. Not bad at all. You know what is bad though? Xfinity's reputation when it comes to customer service. Their ACSI score in 2018 was a 57, good enough to be on the extreme low end of an industry that already has a low average. And frankly, our experience with it has reflected this. Our written review has some excerpts from our customer service chats that you can check out, but the gist is that our questions were sometimes ignored, other times answered incorrectly, and that can be even worse. So overall, our feelings on Xfinity TV are mixed. The customer service, the hidden fees, the lackluster pricing, these aren't so great, but the on-demand options are fantastic, and we always love having a no contract option. If we were to recommend a specific package, we'd probably say the Preferred package, that middle one, is going to be the best bang for your buck. Now, if you want to get even more detail and decide for yourself whether Xfinity is worth it for you, check out our full written review and let us know in the comments if you have any questions that we didn't cover here or there. Don't forget to subscribe to Reviews.org, and we will see you on the next review.